that you've asked about is this one here with the bricks and mortar table. So obviously a bit more complicated here. You've got a normal table, but some of the lines have moved on their own, and you've got some writing going in different directions. So the first thing you need to do is get the table in your document. So here's my new document here, and this is the document I'm copying. Now, as a very basic table, this is 4 rows by 4 columns, as you can see. So let's just start with that. So I'm going to insert my table, 4 by 4. Okay, then I'm just going to put my words in. Get the words in so you know which bits you're dealing with. Mortar, plaster, putty. I'm not going to bother with those sideways words for now because we've got some merging of cells going on and all sorts. So I'm going to leave them for now, but as a basic, we've got them in. Make my font a bit bigger. That's about right. Okay. Now, any part of your table you can move. So if I move my mouse across here, you see it changes the cursor. I can click there and I can move this bit of the table. So I'm going to move that there, move that here, and just make my table start to kind of fit along the right size that I'm looking for. And I think these words are all centered, so I can click on there, center. Sorry, highlight the text and center. Okay, should do both, but you can either click in individual cells or select the whole table. And I am going to also center it on my page. Okay, now we're going to look at moving this line here. Can you see on the plaster line here? This line here has moved that way, so it's across here. So what I need to do is highlight across it. So I need to highlight the 2 cells that span the line I want to move. Once I've highlighted them, I can then move this line on its own and then click away. Same here. This line here, I can move on its own. And then this line here, I need to move back over there. So highlight across, and I can move on its own. I'll move that one back across as well a bit. That's even further, isn't it? Okay. Now, the next thing I need to do is make this bit here work, so I can put my word grout going up, and it's this bit here, isn't it? I've got the word grout going upwards in here. So these cells are merged, so I'm going to highlight those, right click and merge. And the same with my sealant. Let me see, I'll do that in a moment. So we put the word grout in here. So I can highlight this word here, and I need to change the direction so it's going up. Let me just expand my window. So you can see once I go into my layout, so once I'm in the table and go into my layout view, I get a menu here called text direction, and I can click on there and it changes the direction of my word. Now the reason it's not showing the same is because it's not big enough, so I can just make my table a bit bigger. Yeah? And that's not quite where I want it, so I can just move that down. Okay, so we're starting to get there. And then here, there's something else going on here. You see I've got sealant, but I've still got this line here, so I can't just merge here. There's an extra line in here. Look, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 along here. So what I need to do is create an extra line. So I'm going to split that cell and make that 2 columns. So you right click here, split cell, make that 2 columns, okay, and you see it's put an extra line in for me. So now I can make that go here, and I can right click here, click and drag, right click and merge, put my word sealant in, and then go to my layout. The reason I can't see it yet is my table isn't big enough. There we go. You see it just changes it around, make that a bit bigger. There we go. So the tools you're using is click and drag to highlight individual parts of your table so that you can move individual cells. You are centering text and you're using the layout function, text direction, to change the way these are. Okay? And that's how you do that table.